Hi, it's Chris Watkin here, and I am with Tony Morris. And Tony, welcome today. I want to ask you a question, my friend. Is this:
Please.
we are in the last week of May. The summer is going to be not bad at all because we've got that pent up demand. But a lot of people saying Q3 is going to be one of the toughest markets around. How do we keep ourselves motivated, and how do we get, if the pie is going to get smaller, how do we get to slice that pie? And I want to know that in 10 minutes. Talk to me. How the world?
You know what? It is going to be tough. There's no question of it. But whenever I'm coaching a client, I always say treat every day like it's the last day of the month. Because what makes me laugh is when I'm working with agents or other businesses and it's the 29th, 30th of the month, they are grafting like I've never seen it before. They are smashing the phones. They're going through their database. They're asking for referrals. They're doing all the things that they should be doing every single day. So yes, Q3 is going to be tough. There's no question of it. However, if agents do the things they should be doing on a daily basis, they will have success and they will have a very good quarter. But there's a very big if. They've got to take action. So some of the things they should be doing, as an example, is they should be reaching out to every single landlord and saying, when did you last review your buy-to-let mortgage? So they have an FS opportunity to help their landlords. They should go to every landlord and say, out of curiosity, do you have other stock that we're not managing? Because I believe there was a study a couple of years back with Rightmove and the Sunday Times that said about 40% of landlords have stock managed by your competition. So reach out to every single one of them and ask about other stock. They should be asking for testimonials from their landlords, and these video testimonials, and I know, Chris, you're a massive fan like I am of video. They should be using these video testimonials as social proof on all of their social media. And what I do with my clients is I get them to put an Excel spreadsheet together. I keep it simple with all their landlords down column A. Column B is referral asked. Column C is referral given. Column D is review asked, and E is review given. And then column F is other stock, or are you looking to buy other stock? So what you're doing is you're keeping a track of it with your landlords to make sure there's one thing asking, there's another thing getting. And remember, it's your priority, not theirs. So keep a track of which landlords or vendors you're asking for referrals and go back to them a week later and say, Chris, you mentioned your cousin Bob is a portfolio landlord. You were going to very kindly introduce me. What did Bob say? And you'll go, oh, you know what? I forgot. You said, that's okay. Have a word. I'd love to see if we can help Bob. And you've got to keep asking until you get the intro made because it's your priority. And if you do that on a consistent basis daily, you will do more. So it's about, rather than waiting for stuff to happen in Q3 in the autumn, make stuff happen. Be proactive. You are on a database, right? Now, even if you've been going just 1 year, you're sitting on a gold mine. But most agents don't do anything with it.
Yes, I mean,
how many times?
Yeah, I mean, Tom Panel says is what you do in the next 30 days is what you're going to get in 90 days. But most estate agents are fearful of picking the phone up because they fear rejection or the word no. Why is that?
It's mad. To me, Chris, it's foreign. And I think, you know what? I think it goes back to school days where the teacher said to us, only speak when asked. And, you've got to put your hand up. And I think people are very nervous about taking the first step and reaching out. And the way I train and coach this is to remind yourself of what your job is. Your job is to serve. Your job is to help. And all the people you're phoning, you are there to help them. So if a vendor is stuck on the market with your competition, phone them if you've got their details, because you can help find a buyer. If you've spoken to a vendor or a buyer who've been on the market for 5 years now, they bought from you 5 years ago, it's likely they're ready to move again. Phone them. How's it been? we've had a lot of interest in properties like yours in your street or your area. What's your appetite of moving on? But if you don't ask, you don't get. And they've got to, agents have to remind themselves what their job is. And Tom Panos is absolutely on the money. What you put in those 30 days will serve you for the next quarter, but you've got to take action. And most agents, unfortunately, are guilty of sitting there waiting for people to walk into their branch, which obviously is not happening right now, or phoning in, which has reduced. Don't wait for it, make it happen.
What about the accountability of staff? Because interestingly, I've just been on the phone to someone who was, because I'm into the marketing and attracting people through marketing, which is a equally, I would actually say your direct method is actually more important than the marketing. But the marketing is there. And he said, I keep getting my staff to asking them to do videos, and I said, "Well, are you doing them?" I said, "Well, I'm doing the odd one too." And I said, "How the hell could you expect someone to go over the trench, into no man's land if you're not prepared to do it yourself?"
Yeah.
Do you think bosses are the same when it comes to business generation, that they almost see it being below them to be doing business generation?
I think it's a really good point. The bosses are the captain of the ship. They are leading, they are steering the ship. So therefore, what they do is the culture they're creating. So I think you're absolutely right. If we're asking our team to do it, then we have to do it first. And, we can't make the excuse, well, that's not my job. Yes, it is. You're the captain of the ship. So, and equally, if you come in a bad mood in the morning, you are giving permission for your troops to be in a bad mood, to have the wrong attitude. So I think it's a really good point you've raised. If we are promoting video and we all know the value of it, then it starts at the top. As the owner, they will have their own clients. Go out and get video testimonials from their clients. Go out in your town, your city or village and video yourself giving a bit of history about the area. That's interesting. You can do that yourself on a £10 selfie stick with a microphone plugged in. That's all you need equipment-wise. Video yourself. Why is this a great area to live in? When you sell a property, stand outside that vendor's house, talk about what, you got under offer in 3 weeks and how you achieved over asking price.
But people are lack patience. They want the quick wins. Are there any quick wins? Or do you have to play the long game to win?
Not that I've seen, Chris. Not that I've seen. I've worked with 30,000 salespeople now, just over. And one thing that the top 1% have in common is they are grafters. They are proactive. They make shit happen. They do what they tell their teams to do. They're sales leaders, a lot of them. But they will always put themselves first because therefore they set out the stall. You've got to make it happen. You've got to be proactive. There is no question. And I couldn't agree with Tom more. You've got to put the hard work in. And there, in my experience, there are no shortcuts to success. So therefore, use your database, ask for referrals from every single happy customer.
It's boring,
Get
mate.
a test.
It's boring. I want it now. It's boring.
But that's these are the sacrifices you've got to make for success. And I appreciate some people are going to say it's boring and I don't want to do this. My answer to that is you clearly don't want success enough. If you're not willing, we all know what you put in is what you get out. And if you're not willing to put in the graft and work hard at all the bits you should be doing, then don't expect the beautiful, wonderful outcomes. It doesn't work like that.
Doesn't, mate. Doesn't. Look, you've got a business to run. Last 30 seconds. What do you do for agents if they like your passion and they want some of that Tony Morris love in their life?
Yeah, I want Tony Morris love in everyone's life. I run the TMI Agency Academy, and I've only just launched it. It starts on the 10th of June, so thank you very much, Chris. And it's my opportunity for me to give value, all of my content to all agents. It's 20-week program. I deliver every bit of content. It's a very small monthly investment.
Come on, hit me with it. We got 10 seconds.
It's £97 investment per person per month, or $399 per branch per month, and they get every bit of my content. It will double their fees, increase their conversion, and they will thrive in today's world.